With a rookie director and barely any money, Nirvana began their debut video shoot with the odds stacked against them.
Kurt wanted something like Rock and Roll High School. I think my thing was more like I have Dante's Inferno. I was the bad guy. I was the guy that had to tell them what to do. You know, I didn't get along with Kurt. He didn't want to perform the video. He didn't want to be told what to do.
Sam's vision was that all these kids that came, we were supposed to be dressed as different types of people. It was supposed to be jocks, be nerds, geeks, and nobody showed up like that because we were all Nirvana fans. So tension kind of started early on.
I had the idea, I go, well, why don't we have like the cheerleaders? They'll be cheerleaders, but they'll have Anarchy A's on their shirts. So that's a whole nod to the punk rock sensibility.
Kurt's original idea was to have them all be punk rockers from the start.
Originally, we wanted L7 to be the cheerleaders. That was our idea.
Which didn't look like the girls that I had. So that was one of the issues that we had.
So instead, I think they got porn stars, which kind of wasn't really the vibe we were going for.
I brought in flame bars. You know, I need a pyrotechnics expert.
When I saw the flames, I just felt like we were in Spinal Tap. It was a little weird.
We had to tell Kurt, be careful, there's flames here, stay away from the fire. And as soon as we lit the flame bars up, he lit his cigarette off the flame bars. And, he was a rebel.
The central figure in the video, in Kurt's mind, was the janitor. Kurt Cobain dropped out of high school, and the only job he could find was as a janitor at the same high school he dropped out of. You imagine the shame of what it must have been like for him. It's kind of a little screw you to all the people he went to high school with.
And the janitor was the janitor in my apartment complex, and I think we paid him $150 to come down and mosh to the music.
Poor guy probably hated the song. It didn't seem like it was his vibe at all.
The thing about that video shoot was that these kids were really, really bored. They were sitting around all day watching the same song being played over and over, and they're getting really, really restless.
There was so much tension in that room, and that negative energy that was coming at us from Sam. By the time they rolled the camera, we just burst out and went nuts.
There was a little bit of chaos. And poor Sam, I mean, having to be that guy with the bullhorn. Can cool it!
I think it just kind of, everybody got just kind of had to let her rip.
The end of the video is the kids really destroying the set. 11 o'clock on a Saturday night with a record company, a band that doesn't want to be there anymore, with kids that aren't being paid, that don't want to be there. And they said, can we destroy the set? And I'm like, fine, do it. What do I care? Destroy the set. Kurt loved it, the band loved it. It's like, this is what they, it's like, this is anarchy. This isn't fake.
But even after the shoot wrapped, Kurt and Sam's power struggle continued.
The editing of the video did not go smoothly.
There was a recut. There was things in it that Kurt, he preferred.
But one of the things he did was he put a big close-up of his own face right towards the end. Throughout the film, he's got his hair in his eyes, he's leaning over, and you can kind of not really see what he looks like. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's his face.
I mean, look, God bless Kurt Cobain. He made some decisions at the end of that video that made the video what it is.
That close-up at the end kind of it helped make him a superstar.
An antagonism between me and him, and it's why it's a cool video. It's why the video has a quality to it that doesn't look like anything else. Because he really was angry, intense, not wanting to be there. The kids really did destroy the set. Janitor was really a janitor, It was all those little elements, in retrospect, if you had a couple $1 million and I had to do it again, I probably couldn't do it again.
Nirvana's haunting masterpiece was ready for the world. On September 14th, 1991, it appeared, and a new revolution had begun.
I remember being on tour and seeing it on television for the first time. We were lying in bed watching TV and the video came on. And we just got the rooming list and started calling everybody, the video's on TV, the video's on TV. Once that thing hit the air, everything just kind of went.
I definitely remember seeing the video and being like, I wish that would happen in my school.
Any kid at least once in their high school career imagines just tearing the school apart. I felt that way almost every day I went to high school.
And that video summed up just everything that Nirvana and grunge was all about. It was anti-pop, anti-commercialism.
And in our idealism, we were hoping that underground values would affect the mainstream. And so we basically were on a mission.
The Smells Like Teen Spirit video put grunge on the front page, but Nirvana was hardly ready for their close-up.
These videos moved us. They are part of rock history. Broke down barriers.